You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to talk to a lawyer and have him present while you are being questioned. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you before any questioning if you wish. You can decide at any time to exercise these rights and not answer any questions or make any statements. My name is Keiyara Van Hook. I'm a rising junior at Horry County's Early College High School. The words I read to you prior to introducing myself are the same rights that were recited to my father 7 years ago when he was arrested for being an armed felon. I was 9 then. I won't be able to see him unsupervised by prison guards again until I'm 24 years old. Neither of my parents is perfect. They have both created their share of small disasters and made mistakes in the past, but regardless of who they were before me, they are wonderful parents. My mom, to me, has more strength in her heart than Superwoman. She works endless hours at work and home to ensure that my brother and I have everything we need and most everything we want. No matter the size of the mess I create, my mom always loves me, always tells me I am enough, and will always be there for me when I need her. Raising 2 teenagers alone isn't easy, but she's doing it, and she's doing a phenomenal job. She's never heard me say this before, but she truly is the best mother any child could ask for, and even though I'm really bad at showing it, I owe her the world, and I know that. As you have probably gathered by now, my father is in prison. He's been there for a long time, and he will stay there for a long time. It's really hard to watch the effects of drugs take their toll on the most important man in your life in such a young age. It is even more difficult to understand that 2 very different people can share the same body. My addicted father scared me, but I have all the love in the world for my sober dad. This is my family. None of us are perfect, but we are all perfect for each other. I'm not the perfect student, but I am a good one. Just like everyone else, I sometimes procrastinate and and I even catch myself complaining about having to come to school altogether. Even though it is hard sometimes, I love school, and I always have. Without AVID, I was an above-average student, but with AVID, I have become an exceptional student. This is AVID. The first project we did in my AVID class this year was an I Am poem. The objective was to write about ourselves and tell a piece of our story through our poetry. It was the hardest thing I have ever had to do for school. Since my dad had gone away, I always ignored my feelings about it and ultimately ignored him too. Putting myself in any writing like that was something I'd never done, but I felt the need to finally get it all out. It was really difficult, and even after I'd done it, I found myself upset with my relationship with my father to the point where I lacked motivation to do the work I was normally rushing home to do. I found comfort in Miss Hecklinger, my AVID teacher. And with her help, I was able to mend my relationship with my dad and catch up on my schoolwork. This is AVID. Because of AVID, I know I always have help if I need it, and I don't have to feel embarrassed to ask for it. AVID has not only helped me become an outstanding high school student, but a responsible college student as well. I am in 10th grade, taking college classes and high school classes while maintaining a 4.6 GPA. None of this would be happening for me if it was not for Avid. So if someone were to ask me what Avid is, I would tell them, this is Avid. You have the right to remain yourself. Anything you say can and will be listened to and taken seriously. You have the right to ask questions and receive help from your classmates. If you do not feel accepted anywhere else, know that you always have a home here. You can decide at any time what your future will look like and receive the encouragement and help to do so here. Thank you.